Hello, hello! We're back with another little game demo. This time we're playing Wildwoods. Developed by Octofox Games, it has a really charming art style. I've tested it briefly already and it's a great couch co-op. But we're going to try it solo today. The aim of the game is to defend our wagon whilst battling through a dangerous forest. There are 2 areas so far, each with their own boss, and the 3rd biome is currently in development. They have a good roadmap, with the next update focusing on quality of life features. They've already added 2 character classes, the Blade Slinger and the Herbalist. It's been really fun to try them out. We have online mode, they have a quick play, and a lobby you can create, but we're going to go with local, on normal difficulty. We're not going to make it too hard for this run. You can change skins, depending on what you've unlocked. I've unlocked a few from just one run already, which are really cool. You can change your roles, adventurer, your trusty sword, and the heart of a lion. That's all you need before throwing yourself into the fray. The basic class, with a melee weapon. The Blade Slinger, aforementioned. Strike from afar with unerring accuracy and keep enemies at bay with your endless supply of throwing knives. I did try this in co-op the other day, and it was really fun, but maybe not so good solo. It's a very good supporting class. Speaking of supporting classes, Herbalist. Use your staff to heal those in need, or to deal out a few whacks to anyone who comes too close. This is 100% a multiplayer class. You are going to struggle if you play this solo, at least in my opinion. So we're gonna go... Ooh, and info, there we go. So each has a special ability. Herbal Healing, of course. Backstep Barrage, to dodge, duck, and dip dive out of the way. Downward Slash. I don't remember what that does, but let's get into it, shall we? Trouble has come to the woods. In times like these, they say that Rosie, the ancient goat, will come seeking worthy guardians for her wagon, as she marches to the great tree's aid. Unfortunately, heroes are hard to come by these days, so you kittens will have to do, I guess. Well, grab your swords then, it's time to do your village proud. So our goal is the great tree, and we are being called lackluster, basically. Oh, can I? Aha, there we go. So this is where you deposit herbs, which you can get from all manner of plants and trees to use. You see at the top, we have the little counter for all our materials. And wood. Wood is a very, very valuable resource, as it will come to show us. I'm going to grab as much of this as I can now, before we set off. Better to be prepared before your adventure, so you're not scrambling. There is no jump, but there is a dodge. I say a dodge dash, it is a dodge jump. So we do have a jump, but we can go up these little ways, we just can't go up here. I do adore the art style. Yes. Best be prepared. So one thing you can do is do this. Oh! Yo! Okay. So, in co-op, we could only lift 1 item at a time. So this, I suppose, is to help balance it out and not make it too crazy frantic. That is excellent. Otherwise, if it was the exact same, we might be struggling. It was a bit crazy. All right, Rosie, you and me, we're gonna be bestest pals. We're gonna be greatest of allies. It's gonna be oh, screw you! I was just about to say it's gonna be a lovely stroll through the forest. No one to get in our way. No one would dare. And this little bugger, this little bunny, comes right out. Ooh, okay. So, I guess it doesn't tell you, that's why you need the tutorial, would be very nice, is when it's nighttime, you need to keep your fire lit. Otherwise, it's gonna get very, very cold. Skelly bunnies being a real pain in the keister. We don't want to let them get to Rosie. Rosie is our gal. She is our guiding light, our beacon, our hope in this world. So, we just hit Rosie, please, calm your tits. We just, oh no, right, I've got two. We hit a little hidden thing, and as we go, we can follow the little rustles of leaves around to get a secret. We're gonna charge you. I do not know what you do, so this is a totem. Totem does something. Who knows if we can activate it? We've activated it with some wood. Ah, there we go. It's an auto-collect. The beaver is an auto-collect. Excellent. But we have to carry it around. So unless we get something... Oh. And we have another one. Unless we get something to mount it to the cart, then it's not going to be great solo, right? We need our arms full. No, we need our arms free, not full, to take on all of the monsters. So, we can go to some ruins. An ancient ruin lies ahead. What secrets might it hold? This speaks treasure and adventure. Or a journey into the unknown. Something we do not know. An enemy rush plus 3. So this is something from having played. You get a little bar in the bottom right. The more of these little red pegs that we get, the better rewards we get later. So it pays to make it difficult. Now, as you go through, you unlock different areas, different paths you can take. Once you've found one, this surprise becomes known. It's no longer a surprise. But even after one playthrough, this is new. Enemy rush. Waves have additional enemies, and I believe it continues on. So you now see in the bottom right, we have that little card. I believe that is now permanent. So it will get exponentially harder, which is exactly what we want. Right, I need to remember that we have multiple pick-upables. We have multiple carry capacity. As we go forward. And ain't this beaver just lovely? There we go. Keep ourselves nice and toasty on this cold night. Now, what is the button to use our special skill? So we're using a controller. Controller is recommended for this game, they say right at the beginning. It is A to ignite and throw and pick up. X to do our basic attack. B to dodge. And Y to use our special move. Ooh, there's a chest. Quick. Get it. What secrets do you hold? Something nice? Something nice? Just another totem. Which we're not fussed about. Rosie, my dear. Rosie, my dear, you are so gung-ho. I appreciate the enthusiasm. But if you could, you know, cease for a moment. She has a mind and will of her own. Very strong, this one. So, a safe camp. Safe spot to make camp, where we can get upgrades and all that doodads. But in a lot of these types of games, you want to keep going, right? So in the top right, you see there's a little square circle. As we progress, that bar will fill. There is only one peg that is red. As we go, that's going to increase. That's how many levels, how many paths we have until the boss. So, a lot of the times in these games, you want to just keep going, ignore the safe camp, ignore the rest stop, ignore the shop, until right before the boss. Because it takes up one of those pegs. And we want to get our money's worth. Smelly berry. There is an increased chance of smelly berries. We did just have a shower, so I would prefer not to be stinky. If at all possible. Ah, it's two of the same item, maybe. Or am I just dumb? Oh well, this is actually not bad to keep us going. No, there we go, we can do it. Oh, and it just straight up disappears. We don't get to reuse that totem. Okay. It's a one-time. Now, this doesn't seem like an ambush at all. This seems like a wonderful little stop to rest. Don't you agree? Oh, they have armor now. Hello. They're more organized. No, you guys can't do that. I am on my own, therefore you must be on your own. Not allowed. Now, what is this blue bar we have? Oh, hello. A new enemy type. We have the regular little rabbits. No, Rosie! How could you? You will pay. Okay, maybe. Oh, that's our health bar. You will pay. Rosie! We will repair you. We have the power to rebuild you. Ah, and there we go. So we can use herbs to heal ourselves as we go. Which we will need. That's when the herbalist is going to be super duper useful. So, potion station. Potions added to the wagon will give temporary damage and speed buffs. What are potions, you might ask? I don't know. Increases the duration of invincibility whilst jumping. Or 100 gold. We're pretty good on gold. Perfect dodge is going to be really useful to stay about. I am a sucker for basic enhancements in games, but potions gives temporary buffs. Let's see what potions do. I believe in the last update that was an upgrade you could only get at the end of beating a boss. So they've downgraded it. For probably good measure, because it didn't seem as useful as the other stuff that we'll get to. Oh, so you're a stinkberry. We do not want to go near you. You explode. Extra resources, but we only have one pair of hands, right? There we go, ruins and thick skin. So one pair of hands, we just are not fast enough to get everything to Rosie before she continues on. Oh, piss off, stink clouds. But I do adore this art style. Is it not super cute? Hello? I stand on you. In order. What are we gonna get? Something good, please, before Rosie pisses off on their own. Blessing of the Squirrel increases running speed. Excellent. So those are my bread and butter. We want as many of those as possible. I need my permanent boosts. Imagine how amazing that's going to be as we get on. As we go further. Excellent. Rosie, slow down for the enemies. Yes. I need you to be lovely and relaxed. Don't make me regret joining up with you. I feel like as lovely as Rosie sounds, trying to save the world and get to the great tree, I'm gonna be a bit peed off. It's gonna be a frustrating day, few days. Yes, few days. We're in the night already. Many days have passed on this long journey, this voyage. The one thing I do like is you can kind of go back as far as you want and ignore stuff that you can get when we get to the crossroads. So here you see, we're gonna go grab this that's further back. And then we can collect these things at our leisure. We have a lot of stuff. I wonder if they've buffed it for solo mode or just in the recent update. There's been one update since I last played with some quality of life changes. I believe they're adding a Steam join feature. They didn't have you able to send join requests via Steam. You had to use the code in the lobby. But that is something they will add, if not have already just added. Armored enemies. We've already had armored enemies. What's some more armor to this gaggle of beasts? Yeah, okay, so the stink one you can see. So we got the bottom right, we got 11 of these chips. 11 red chips. The harder we make it, the more that goes up, and hopefully the better rewards. I also have not been drinking a potion. Should we have a look? Should we have a look when we get to the next fight? Oh, we can even break their encampment. I really look forward to what they make of this game. This harkens back to playing on the couch with my friends. Unfortunately, I do not have friends. I mean, I lie. I do not have friends close. And we're testing out single player. Oh, you're a new one. You're a range fellow. So, it looks like they don't go for Rosie. It's only if we get too close to the cart. That's what we've got to avoid. We must take the danger away from our lovely goat. Maybe in the future they'll add enemies that go straight for them that you've got to get rid of first. Oh, ow. And going back to heal, right? Yeah, see, there we go. We went back to heal, and it broke our cart. No! We died! No! This was gonna be a perfect run. Okay, so it's so much harder on solo. You have to take on all the enemies yourselves. Dreamy Collector stood still for 209 seconds. Picked up 161 items. Well, at least we can see what happens when you die. There we go. Optimism. Oh my goodness. I might as well be a game journalist. 88 enemies defeated. 122 seconds of firelight. 3 nights survived. Only 3. But 117 resources gathered. 60 overgrowth cutback, 1 upgrade, 1 Ravager mobs. So I guess the main thing is this shows off it's high risk, high reward. We get a score at the end, which is nice. You can see the last score for beating the game so far. High risk, high reward for taking those paths that upgrade the enemies. The armor was quite rough. Gives them extra hits. We got a speed buff for ourselves, but if we can get a health buff, a damage buff, then we're gonna be golden. Enemies right at camp? Oh no. But it's a very simple gameplay loop, so far. Maybe we'll show off till the first boss, and then you guys can try on your own. Download this game from Steam, link will be in the description. We won't show off all of it just yet. I've been trying to figure out how I do these videos, how I want to best show off. I ended up playing through the entirety of the Quarantine Zone, the Last Check demo the other day. So maybe I leave some bits, maybe I split it into multiple parts. We show off the basics of the game in the first one, and then maybe depending on what we've got in the game, I can play a bit more and make it into a series. I've seen a few people do stuff like that. Obviously, so far, Quarantine Zone does not have a lot to it. We got it done in a couple of hours. So far, how long we've been going? We've only been going 20 minutes on this game. But we haven't made it, honestly, very far. We died pretty close. We got through, what, 3, 4 levels with those extra challenges before we got a wee bit scuppered. So this is going to be a very fun game co-op. That is seemingly what it's designed for. Nice chill with friends. The more the merrier. I can see myself losing hours with... Maybe I'll invite some friends round, or play some quick play, some online, find some fellow enjoyers, right? Out in the cold or ruins? Let's go ruins this time. So the ruins seem to give us extra treasure and that buff, so it doesn't give us the extra difficulty in this one at least. Oh, hello. You require some herbs. Let's see if we can get them before Rosie runs off. Rosie, if I could make you stop, I would gladly do it. Blessings of the Bear increases all damage dealt. So yes. We want the ruins as much as possible, I think. Even if we get less rewards later on, it's very, very useful. Little Blighter trying to ambush us. So these little guys aren't too bad until they get armored. Because they're only a few hits, they're that much more annoying when they're armored. The big guys don't matter too much, because they're going to take a lot of hits anyway. But these guys have numbers. So if every single one of them has extra armor, it'll be a bit rough. Like, they'll get an attack in. So far, they're not really managing much. But later on, oh, later on, you've seen what happens. You've seen what happens when you let your guard down, thinking things are too easy. But this is really the gameplay loop. As we go through, protect the cart, gather as many resources as you can for lighting the fire, healing yourself, and I believe upgrades later on. Again, we haven't gone to the camp. Not yet. Or at least not yet here that I've showed you. Here we go. Extra resources. So we could go to the safe camp. But even if we're not making this a lot more difficult as to what we did a minute ago, we still want a few of these to see what extra rewards we can get. Vegetation is more difficult to destroy. Ooh. But there's extra resources, so there's a lot more of them. So, if you dodge with items... Oh, hello, what are you? Do you just want resources in general? Oh! Hello? Plant one to get many. Okay, neat. So it's a multiplier. This is definitely, again, another thing for multiplayer. This is going to be a fantastic multiplayer game, and I'm definitely going to show that off for you guys with a friend or some random beggar that I've found off the streets is honestly more likely, right? Imagine a VTuber having friends. Maybe I'll find a cute and cuddly tiger to play with me. There's tigers in England, don't you know? All manner of creatures. You just gotta know where to look. And not just at the zoos. Ah, Rosie. Rosie. There's so much vegetation. I want it. I want all the vegetation. Let's see if we can plant a tree, right? We've planted... There we go. Okay. Oh. Yeah. So some of them are sparkling. Check this. Ready? Goes up by 3. Not just 2. Not just a double. But a triple multiplier. So very worth. Armored rabbits or smelly berry. But there's a merchant. Let's go see what the merchant is like. Lest we get surprised with more armored fellows. Both give us a +2, so either is fine. Smelly berry just really gets rid of some resources along the path and turns them into the berries. See? There we go. Or maybe it's a completely new table. Adds a completely new item. Get our little secrets. And whatever that is, I believe that is a reroll. So when we get to the shop, we'll be able to reroll some things. If there's an item we don't want, an upgrade that we want something better, then we can use them for that. Oh no. Hello. Oh! Oh, that did a lot of damage! That did a lot of damage, don't you think? Special skill is no! Rosie, what happened? Oh no. Repair the fire. Oh my goodness. Repair everything, please. No, Rosie, piss off. You're injured. You're injured. How are you going on so fast? Ah! Quick, quick, quick. Quick, quick. Rosie, 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 I love ya. I love ya. But cease. Calm. Did you guys see what broke Rosie there? I was not paying attention. I was distracted by the horde of bunnies. Not cute and cuddly bunnies. I do love bunnies. Wave defense. Automatically increase the fire level when a new enemy appears. Ah, okay. Or a lantern, a small lamp that clips to your adventurer's belt. For a wee bit of light. But does it keep us warm? That is the question. And here we go. So this costs us not only money, but resources as well. This seems way more useful. Automatically increasing the fire so we don't have to do it ourselves is gonna be a nice little upgrade. Bring me back to the ruins, baby. Fortified roadblocks. Roadblocks are more difficult to clear. Right. Maybe we hit one of those. So roadblocks are things in the way that you have to remove. Unfortunately, we being... Oh, hello. To activate, follow the pattern. Oh, that's cute. Increase your running speed. Nice. There we go. We're adding more difficulty to the ruins. Perfect. It's not just follow the lights. You gotta pay a little bit more attention. Oh no. Yes, come for me, come for me, come for me, come for me, come for me. High risk, high reward. We'll go out into the treacherous dark, the void of the night, for loot, for resources. We are a gambler. Okay, yes. Special ability, super duper useful. Lots and lots of damage. Exactly what we need. Don't be like a lot of people in what is it I was playing the other day? Naraka. It's a fun Fortnite kind of game with blades, with melee weapons. But I faced so many people not using any of their skills or even their ults. And you really need to. They are just free damage, free abilities, movement, healing. They do so much. They're meant to do so much. So we need to use them here. Heavy hitters. Now I'm a scaredy cat on my own. All enemies deal more damage. No, no, no. Let's go for a Kinder Surprise. I wish to live a long and happy life with Rosie, or maybe not with Rosie. They seem to have a very strong mission. Oh, hello. Pick up rocks and throw them. Yoink, 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 yoink. I'm so glad they get destroyed. And they don't just stay on the path. Can you imagine? That would make them take exponentially longer. Also, the fact that the stink berries do not hurt our cart. There would be a hell of a lot to keep track of otherwise. Oh, that is such a useful ability. Every new wave, we get a fire level. Ow! Meow! Nya! Stop it! Oh, hello. Aha! Free chest. Well, maybe not free, but, you know. We did have to beat the fools guarding it. I like that they've made badgers tanks. Badgers are strong, hefty fellas, right? They are crazy. Here we go. What I wouldn't do to have a herbalist on my side here. Ruins with armored badgers. Armored badgers. Not too bad compared to armored everything. It just means we can't go with our big strong attack, our skill, right off the bat. Because it's going to get completely blocked. We have to hit them once or twice beforehand. But we do more damage, we're faster. Oh, it starts here. There we go. Reduces damage taken, you beaut. How much does it do? We do not know. But every little helps. That's Asda price. Or is that Tesco's? Who here's from the UK? Is it Tesco's or Asda that's every little helps? Shows how much we watch TV nowadays. Everything is online, everything is a streaming service. So we don't have ads. Or at least we don't have the regular ads. They do now have ads on streaming services, don't they? And it is also very nice that they hurt each other. Along with the stink clouds. The stink clouds can be used to hurt us or them. There we are. Yeah, lots to juggle solo. It does feel like the same amount of enemies as for when I played 2-player. And even with the blessings goes to everyone. So it's not like we have to share resources too much. Apart from the potions, right? The Healy doodads. We only have enough for one each. Merchant again. Or extra resources. Tired eyes. Enemies' health bars are no longer visible. Ooh. Let's go. Another 4 to our thing. Let's see what this all does at the end of the day. I know I've been yapping a bunch, but this is a very chill game. He says having died already. The music is chill. It elicits calm. Until night comes, and then you've got to panic. Or when Rosie just kind of pisses off ahead of you. Here we go. Stink up the archer. Look at this guy. Pain in the buttocks. So we can't see the armor on them now either. We've just got to remember that we've got to hit them twice before we use our big skill. So many rangers. At least they give good gold. It's all this game is. High risk, high reward. What do you go for? What are you comfortable with? What is your skill level? The more you can handle, the more rewards you get. There There we go, we got a nice little merchant. Healthy wad of cash on us. And so the very next one after this is the boss. So we do want to go to the save camp and get some upgrades if we can. So, Big Fire increases the maximum fire level and fire range, or time out. Rosie can be fed herbs. While feeding, she will stop for 5 seconds. That is the only thing that will calm her down, is some yummy num-nums. It costs us some of our herbs, but we have 90 of them. That seems super useful to be able to collect all the resources you can. Again, having more people, one person to stop her while the others are still collecting, improves that exponentially. I would love to see these upgrades, so things like that, improve more for if you're playing solo. Because that definitely that and a couple of others feels like you want to be playing with people. And sometimes you just want to chill alone, right? You don't want to have to talk to people. You don't want to have to think about what they're doing, revive them, heal them, all that jazz. Especially if you play a game like Overwatch, where you're probably forced into the role as a healer time and time and time and time again. You just want to chill. There's gold in the grass? There's gold in the grass. Oh my god. Here we go. What a luxurious camp this is. We have fish. We have... Oh, that's Rosie. We have luxurious cushions. We can trade wood for gold, gold for wood. Same for the herbs. So if we have too much of something, we can trade it for something that we do desire. Here we are. So, challenge rewards. If we'd have only had 5, we got 120 gold and 1 refresh. We got 12. So 10 gives us 300 gold and 2 refreshes. It unfortunately resets it completely. So the next one we want to go for is 15. If we don't make it there, we might as well go for a different route if it's safer, because it's just upping the difficulty. But you see, every single time we do that, we refresh the extra buffs the enemy has. So if we're struggling, we can get rid of it early, or we can do it just before a boss. The fire can be toggled on and off. While active, wood will be automatically added to the fire. That is so handy dandy. And that's a rare one, that's a gold. So we have common skills, silver skills, and gold skills. Or basic, silver, gold, right? I believe they have skill trees. I will show those at the end. You can see all of the ones that you've unlocked before, you can see as unlocks. Same with challenges and items you get. It's really nice to help you along with 100% completion. It tickles that itch for me, seeing what more I need to get. Carry 1 additional item. So, we didn't have this in co-op, but maybe that's just luck and or an update. Decreases the rate of getting cold. Yes, please'ms. We can also re-roll these and get more. So, toggle the fire on and off. Super duper useful. Tiny nightlight. Why the heck not? We're burning through all of our wood. Carry 1 additional item. Nah. We need damage. Increase damage to vegetation. Not what I'm looking for. Increase damage dealt to enemies. Exactly what I'm looking for. Jump height. Jump height, I'm guessing, is distance. We got invulnerability frames and distance. Increasing the fire level will cause a spark. So we might as well use our rerolls since we're going to this boss. Rosie slows down and bleats, a warning when she spots an obstacle. So that gives you more time on the roadblocks. which any opportunity for Rosie to slow down has got to be fantastic. And there we go, Rosie can be fed herbs. While feeding, she will stop for 5 seconds. All the quality of life things, and you see it's adding little things to our cart, which is adorable. I want to deck out this cart, so by the time we get to the world tree, it is a battleship. Rosie marks enemies who drop more coins when defeated. A amazing skill to have early on. Anything that gives you more resources for killing enemies, you want immediately. Harken back to Hades 2 and Hades 1 that I've been playing, where Hermes gives you extra gold percentages. You want that early. Rosie's timeout lasts 5 seconds longer, so 10 seconds reprieve. There we go. We don't have a lot of money left, so we're getting ourselves ready for next time. Rosie marks enemies who drop more coins. We're only gonna go to the first boss. We're gonna make this shorter. I'm gonna try where I can to make these game demo show-offs and early accesses. Not as long as 2 hours, right? An hour is a good time frame, depending on. Let's have a little rest before we see what this first boss is all about. It also means if you don't want to listen to me ramble, if you just want a little bit of seeing what this game is all about, or any game we play, you don't have to listen to it for that long. You can have a brief little gander, see if the game is for you. If it is, you want to get it, you want to play with some friends, go check it out on Steam. Links will be below for the game and where to get it. Or if you're not feeling it, you don't have the platform, if you have a mobile but not a PC, if you just want to watch someone else play it, we're gonna be playing through every update and checking out the new stuff where we can. Same with other games. Something for everyone. See, here we go. I love these automatic stops. Just give me all the time in the world to collect resources. You never know what we'll need. Well, I mean, you know what we need. We need wood and we need herbs. And we need gold. So, first boss time, we're going into the camp. Mercenaries, bandits, they've been accosting us on our travels. Big badger, hello. A badger among badgers. And why? No. They got tanks, they got archers. Here we go. Oh no, he's coming, he's coming. Heal, heal, heal. Wide sweep. Big boom. We can dodge these. Okay, he's got a combo, he's got an attack pattern. Oh, hello. Oh. Oh, yes. Give me resources as well. Excellent. So he has a charge attack, which we can aim to hit into things and get stunned. No, you bastard! How dare you hurt my cart? And again, we're losing things. Go stun yourself. Get away. I'ma take him somewhere he's not gonna hurt Rosie. Rosie is still alive and well, and we're gonna keep it that way. Okay, is he gonna do his roar? Yeah, come at me. Come at me. Charge into your own resources. and get wrecked. Okay. We're going to do what we did before. We're going to prep. So all these resources that are out and about... Oh, hello. All these resources that are out and about, we're going to move over here. I am getting as much as I can. As dumb as it is, you see again where having more people would really do a lot. There we go. Wow. Now, should we test out if killing him will end the others? It does. Perfect. Excelente. Muy bien. But, see here, look. All of that wood that was over in the corner here, we now can't get. Which is a bit rough. So we can toggle this now somehow. Doesn't tell me how. But yes, as much free resources as you can get. Prep. Don't just swing wildly. 200 gold? Nah, gold we've been pretty good. Totem station. A totem can be placed on Rosie. It won't be destroyed if its charge is used up. So we get a repeatable totem. We can get one of those collecting ones or whatever the other things do. Or we can get a cannon. Bitches love cannons. It will automatically attack any enemy that comes in range. You know we want a cannon. We need a cannon. Rosie, you want a cannon, don't you? Beautiful. This is lovely. So that was the first boss of the game. I'm assuming if I stop here, it will save. Or at least we continue journey and stop on the first one. A nice boss. I do love those kind of mechanics. You are about to enter the Razorblade Marshes, a truly treacherous terrain. The vile Marsh Queen has probably caught wind of your heroic quest by now. I bet she's even digging out her bracelet of punishment, so she can really bring the pain when you arrive. Ready to turn back yet, kittens? No? Then sharpen those claws. I hope you're ready to fight dirty. Ooh, Chapter 2, The Marsh. Here we go. So we can start our journey. That is gonna be it. We have gone through the first stage. The second stage is all there is at the moment. The third stage is coming. They are currently working on some quality of life things to do with saves and joining in progress and stuff like that. There's a roadmap I will put up when I talk about it at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of the session, and here at the end, so you guys can see. They have a Discord with frequent updates and chatting about the game as well. I believe they're aiming for the end of this year, the fourth quarter, or is it the third quarter, the fourth quarter of 2025 to release the new biome. With how much there is, the difficulties of each stage you can up, and the fact that you can play with other people, it should give a good chunk of hours to play, even with the early access. Ah, here we go. So this would show us the challenges that we have down the bottom right currently to keep track as we make our way. These are our upgrades. I worried that you can only get a certain amount, but it does go on to another page. So you can get all of the upgrades as you go. At the moment, there's not enough levels to get all the upgrades, but you can see what we can go for. We can go for upgrading our fire, our own stuff like the decrease the rate of getting cold. We can upgrade Rosie, our own damage dealt to enemies, vegetation, our jump height, and our invincibility frames, along with a gun turret, and the totem stuff, and the potion stuff. So lots of upgrades for whatever your playstyle. Personally, keeping the fire big and going for the gun turrets are gonna be my main. Playing with people, slowing down Rosie is going to be too useful to not have. When you have more hands, it is so much more beneficial. So upgrades is there. Let's go to the main menu and show you guys what other stuff they have. So we have the tutorial. We have progress. Skins. This is what I unlocked, so you can see it's flashing. We didn't unlock any new skin from this run. We did die the first attempt. We did get yeeted to Kitty Heaven. We lost one of our 9 lives, so we didn't get a skin. These are the ones I unlocked from my first run, and I believe, there we go, complete the tutorial. They have how you unlock them. I believe the tutorial wasn't around when I played last. It was just part of starting. It would tell you with little tips. But we'll do that again and see what we get. Look at these. Defeat a whole legion of enemies. Avoid all of... That's, I'm guessing, the next boss. Brock the Bandit Bruiser. There we go. That was the guy we beat. Got rid of all the bandits. Take your first step into the wild woods. Trick a badger into hitting multiple rabbits with one smash attack, because they can hurt each other, which is a lovely, lovely addition to the game. Adds a bit of strategy. So, we have 21 out of 30 challenges. Shows you what you can get. Eventually, once you've got them all, there will be no surprises. Oh, there we go. Yeah, accept this challenge, learn more about it. We've seen it, but we haven't accepted it. So there's different challenges. You can strategize your runs with upgrades as well. This one we don't have at all. We got our fire one, so you can see that there's 1 basic, 2 silver, and 1 gold for each section of upgrades. So this increases the fire level for at night. This, although it's to do with the fire, is more about damage. Increasing the fire level will cause a spark to target enemies close to the fire. Potions, we have yet to see. And Rosie, this is what I got in my last attempt. Yes, more enemies are marked. Marked enemies have a chance to drop more coins when hit. So you can keep on going with the more coins. Feeding herbs. Hopefully that makes it like 30 seconds. We can stop her entirely. A totem can be placed on Rosie, increasing its range, power, and all that jazz. And the cannons. You can see I love the cannons. Increase the area of effect, the damage, and it fires faster, emitting a slowing effect from a cloud of smoke. Character upgrades for all our individual needs. A lamp that clips to your belt, speed while carrying items, and something as yet not discovered. But I like this. This tells you what you haven't seen. Even if it doesn't tell you until you get it, like that's the best way to go about it, right? You don't want it to spoil it, but you want to know if there's still things yet to come. And the score at the top is for completing runs, increasing the level, doing doodads, and all that jazz. I love it. This is a game I'm definitely going to pay attention to. I look forward to all the updates to come, the new biome, and the next one, and the next one. I don't know how many they're going to go with. The game's been in development in early access for a little bit, so it's probably going to be another year or 2 before it's finished. Like 2026, 2027. But it's something to keep on the back burner. It's something to keep in the back pocket to play when it fully releases. Or get it now and go through each update. That's going to be it for today. We had our first venture into the wild woods. But I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day, wherever you are in this big old world. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.